Hey guys, and welcome to the Matchbox Fire Department. It's been a while since we did a video on Station 1. There's going to be a lot of things happening with this station, so I figured, you know what, now that I have some downtime, why don't I get started? So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to try and finish off the walls. So I'm going to start off with this one, kind of have a few ideas of what I want to do, and so now it's just all about executing those ideas. So let's get started. I'm going to go and cut up a few pieces and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have our first panel in. What we're doing is we're pinning it in so that way it can get up close to the studs as possible. I did realize a little mistake here. That can easily be fixed when we're doing the parking lot. We did move the doorway down. What we ended up doing was covering up the window. The window was actually kind of in a spot that I didn't like, and instead of lowering the window, what we're gonna end up doing is when we finish off this bay. I don't know if you guys remember, but this first bay here is not going to be a drive-through, since we will have the stairs going up to the second floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up walling this part off, and we're just going to put our window on that side. So that way it'll actually be an additional apparatus parking spot outside. Maybe we could put a trailer there or something, we'll see. But for now, we're going to continue to pin the rest of these walls in, and then cut up another wall. In case you are wondering, I am actually using this larger miter box to cut it with an actual saw. I'll show you guys right here. There it is. It is a little messy, but I mean, it gets the job done a lot faster than I used to do. As I was digging through my pins, I actually found this larger pin here. That must be the chosen one. I've never seen a pin this long, but I did see actually right now when I was looking through that there is another one. So they must have accidentally mixed them in at the factory. And anyone knows where I can get these pins? I do have a whole bag that I'm reusing, actually taking the pins out and reusing them. But it would be nice to have an extra set of pins somewhere. Additional pins are needed in some spots. Make sure that you get the side piece up against the studs as close as possible. I actually found this side to be a little more challenging just because it is a larger piece. So I actually missed a few of the studs when I was gluing them. I was off by just a little bit, and I'll show you guys right now. So as you can see, I kind of missed a little bit, but I did get a little bit of extra glue on the bottom just so that it doesn't start separating as much. But I did put a lot of pins into it since it is a larger piece, so there was a little more area to cover. So next what we're going to do is we're actually going to run across what we're going to call a floor joist. And in reality, it's not going to be an actual floor joist. But what it is going to do is it is going to hold the doors when they are open. So I actually borrowed this idea from somebody off of eBay. I ended up buying one of their fire station kits just to give it a shot. And so what I did see was he had a very good idea of how to hold the doors when they are in an open position. So what we are going to do is put some floor joists across for the top. And that is actually also going to work perfectly fine for us, because what we're going to do is we're going to put our pretend floor up. What I mean by that is there's not going to be an actual second floor. Visually, it'll look like there is a second floor, but in actuality, there will not be a second floor. And the reason for this is just because I want to keep it as a open of a floor plan as possible, so that we can take the roof off and all you see is the apparatus bay. But we are going to put some of these floor joists in only in the beginning part of the garage. They are going to be removable as well. We are going to secure them in such a manner that they will not come apart. So let's get this cut up and we'll put it into place. So as you can see, we got our first one here, and then what we are going to do is make a second one. And then as far as the spacing goes, we're going to make sure that it's spaced far enough so that it can support the door when it is off. I ended up putting in the second one, and I realized a flaw in my design. It's Sunday and I only have one of these. So we gotta come up with an idea. Because if I cut this, then I'll have 3 and then I will be done. So we're gonna have to look around, see maybe if we can find another piece like it. Or what we're gonna have to do is come back to finishing these floor joists at another time. So I went ahead and I decided we are just going to make one side for now until we have enough pieces to go around. The other half anyway is going to have a second floor, so we will probably end up needing shorter pieces anyway, since there is going to be a little bumped out wall where the staircase is going to be for the second floor. As far as this goes now, what we're going to do is we're going to take them apart, or take them out I mean, and we're going to make it 2 inches apart roughly, and then we will make sure that, well actually, I got an idea what we're gonna do, so I'll be right back. Alright, so for now what we did was we just built a basic box here. It is 2 inches apart, and I have in the middle temporarily a support, but obviously once we start putting the bays into place, if I'm not mistaken, the station was 4 bays across, if I'm not mistaken, in the front and 3 in the back. So what we're gonna end up doing is when we go to make the dividers, we will end up adjusting the middle one so that there's going to be one that is going to be between the first 2 bays, and then there's going to be one between the third and the fourth. So for now we're going to just glue this up, since this is exactly how we want it, except for the middle. Like I said, the middle is just temporarily to keep it from falling apart. We're going to glue it up and we're going to set it in. Like I said, this will be removable, so that's why I want enough support as possible for that when we take the roof off, we're going to be able to take this out as well, so that we can see the apparatus bay without an issue. So essentially we got this piece glued up, and we're going to let it dry, and then what we're going to end up doing is placing it back in here. It's going to be about 1 inch from the front, so that way it's going to be about almost 3 inches of spacing here. So you're going to have 1 inch to the start of the floor joist, and then it's going to be 2 inches spread apart, and then you're going to have your other joist there. So essentially that's how much of a spacing I think I will need. We won't know until we start making the doors. Like I said, they are going to be removable, just for the fact that we can look at the apparatus bay from above. And then one more thing that I forgot to mention for that doorway, it is going to be a double door. Once we have the door done, we'll kind of place it in. That door will not be removable, just be just a decorative door that we're going to make. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick little update video. We are going to do a few of these type of videos until we're done with the actual station, and I am very hopeful that we can get this completed. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.